paste my Python problem here. So the problem here, I have to count vowels and consonant from a input text. So that's why I have to write down a Python functions. So whatever the name, so here I will use this name and takes an integer as input and return a dictionary with the count of vowels and consonant in the string. So here I have to define a function to solve this problem. And you can use this program for various purposes. Like you can use this program to input all those text that you want to calculate how many vowels and how many consonants are there in this text. So it's a kind of learning stage. So learning kind of example, learning kind of how I can input those for loops and like control flow, and then how I can use those dictionaries to solve this problem. So this all those things I am going to use this. So first, let's start solving this problem. So this is markdown. So I'm going to solve this problem. I have created a cell, a new cell. So in this new cell, I will write down those codes. So first of all, I have to define the function name. So def keyword is used to define a function name, and the name I'm going to use is like count vowel and consonant. So this is my function name, and I'm going to take a argument. Here the argument would be like input string. So only one argument here I took, and then I have to figure out how how can I declare the vowels. So I have to declare a variables, create a variables like, so here the variables, and in these variables I am taking a set of vowels. So we all know A, E, I, U are vowels in English, and then I will take the uppercase also for all those vowels. So I declare a vowel set, and then I will declare the another count of vowels, count V. Okay, count V. I give the name of my count V like as a vowel count. So it's a 0, and then count is S. For consonant is also 0 because I don't have any value right now. So I give them like 0, 0, and 0. And now I'm going to use a for loop. So for loop is a control flow. So for character in input string, I'm going to use input string here. And then I will check that every character in those input string is not like empty. So if statement, this is the condition. If character is not equal to is a empty string. So here I'm using this parenthesis character after character. I'm using this exclamatory parenthesis to check that my string is not empty. Then I have to check another condition. So the condition should be like this. So that that already declared. So if character in vowels. So if this for loop find out any character in this set, then it will store in this variable, the count V variables. So in vowel, in those vowels, okay. Then it will store those vowels in these variables. So here I can repeat this. So you want to count V, then have to add it here, else. Because other than vowels in every text, I will find all those consonants, right? So the else statement is kind of declaring, is checking those other than vowels, it will store those as a consonant. So I am going to use this C means consonant. So here count dot C. Then it will store all this into here. And if I return this one right now, so okay, so I have to use a dictionary. So here the problem is the function case insensitive and the function dictionary returns a dictionary. So I have to return a dictionary. So I have to declare. So I can declare result as a variable to store all those consonant and variable as dictionary. So the dictionary syntax is just this way. So I'm going to use vowel is a key and value. So vowel would be the key and value would be the consonant V here. Consonant V. Another key would be consonant. Let's use consonant here also. Consonant. And then value would be counts C. And then I can return result. So return result means this result. I'm going to return this. So my function, my coding is done. So I have to have the input string here. So whatever I can write here. So for testing, just I have to study hard. Study hard, okay? Now, this is the function, and then if so it's equals to, so I'm going to call this function here, and then have to print function to call this variable here. So if I run this program, so I have 6 vowels and 10 consonants in this sentence, other than all those blank space, empty spaces. So I have, so let me count. So I have one, I is a vowel. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So my vowel here is 6. And then all those consonant is here. So I have consonant 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So all those consonants are here. So did you see that I counted all those vowels and consonant correctly from this given string? So this function is working. So can I use another input function so that the user can use this, and user can input as many as text? Like you can input a lot of big text, like a essay and other kind of writing you can use. You can input here, and then the function will work fine. So that's why I'm going to create a user input function here. So the text you want to count. So here to count. So I don't need to convert those string into any other data type, because whatever user will input here, it will be string. So I don't need to count or the convert the string into any data type. So yeah, the last video I converted my string into integer. So I use string and then I converted those string into integer. So that's because I counted something, I calculated. So in my last videos, I calculated uh, integer. So that's why I needed to like convert those string into integer. But here I don't need to convert anything. So whatever the user will input here, it will be like the string. So that's why is kind of no need to convert those string into integer. So if I run this program right now, okay, so here whatever, so it's saying invalid index, perhaps you forget a comma. Okay, so whatever where I did wrong, so I have to figure it out. So for this one, I have to find out the cell number. Okay, so cell number is kind of show numbers here. So line 16. So line 16, I did wrong, line 16. Yeah. So here I did wrong. I have to do it here. Now it will work. So here the user input. So if I write anything, like if I write anything here, it will be counted. You see? So in this sentence, I have 14 vowels and 22 consonants. So what can I do? I can modify this into here. It's kind of this way, and I can put this here also, so that it will work.